Welcome to Nerdgasm, everybody. Let's get started. The newest episode of Arrow was actually really good. I was really happy with the hallucination aspect of the episode. Now, it's not something that we've seen for the first time. It's not like they haven't done hallucinations with Oliver before. I mean, season 1, remember when he was hallucinating the chick from the island? There wasn't even trauma there. He was just messed up. Also, really, any excuse to bring Tommy Merlin back, I'm totally okay with. I'm not mad about that, even in the slightest. I like seeing Tommy Merlin come back. And they just kind of brush off his beard with him not looking like season 1 Tommy Merlin. I liked it. It was great. The only sad part about the hallucination is that this is definitely an argument we've had many times before. Do I kill? Do I not kill? Is there another way? There is no other way. I gotta do it. I gotta kill her. But your family, but your inner good, your light. There was a whole season with Oliver having great inner light and he had to beat Damien Dark. Remember that? It's played out. But still, again, any reason to bring Tommy Merlin back? That was amazing. Great hallucination, 10 out of 5. You know what? I said 10 out of 5 as a joke, but I'm actually going to say 10 out of 5. Only for the reason that I legit, for some reason, believed that was really Emiko, and he shot her. And I was like, yes! Finally! What's the last episode going to be about? And then it was, no, it's a hallucination. Your friends are dead. Ah, you did it to yourself, Oliver. And they got me. They did. I should have seen that coming because there were so many signs. First of all, his shoulder got popped back into place. That should have been the number one sign. None of this is real. But then I was just trying to think to myself, maybe he's just seeing it as Tommy, helping him put his shoulder back in, but really he did it himself. They've done movies like that, where the person's not there, they just do it themselves. So I figured, I could convince myself a little bit it's not all a hallucination. They got me though. I feel stupid. Darn you, Tommy, and your glorious beard. Everything else in the episode was honestly kind of meh. It was good to see them progress the story. I definitely like seeing the team work together to try and figure out how to save the building from exploding further. But the best part about all of that was, how many lives does Roy Harper have? Seriously, how many lives? How many times is this guy just gonna not die? It's ridiculous. I just don't understand it. And then he dies, and then he not dies. Come on. He's not Jason Todd, man. Stop it. Stop it. Stop doing this. Of course, you can't have Arrow without flashbacks or flash forwards, and we get to see more stuff about what's happening in the future. And that's great. I'm glad to know that finally they're addressing the whole Felicity's friend stole Archer and then it turned into a weapon. Because, come on, everyone who knows anything about shows or comic books, you know that the second she was like, oh, I got the root code for Archer, we could do it again, and Felicity said no. And then they did that long pause where it's like, do, and she just stares at it. You know that she was gonna go ahead and do it herself. Why would you just... I'm just glad they did that. She didn't feel remorseful about anything. You know she wasn't remorseful. Look at that face. That face is not remorseful. That's like, okay, and I hate that kind of person. Especially when it leads to some kind of weird soldier military vigilante hunting group. That's the worst. The other thing that really stuck out about this episode, and it's not even a good thing, it's really not. It's how easily manipulated the cops are. It makes cops look stupid, and it's not good. When you live in a city where vigilantes are now the norm, they're public, Oliver doesn't wear his mask or his hood, there's kind of a certain level of expectation when you're in this area, and they just don't meet that expectation. It's, okay, this happened, it looks like this, that means that there's no other explanation for anything. It just doesn't seem like they care. It just kind of feels like, let's just get the job done and then go knock off somewhere. I understand that Emiko is trying to frame them, but if we're being completely honest, Emiko is not doing all of the work framing them. Like, she's doing some of the work, and then the cops are just filling in everything else that needs to be filled in. Almost as if they want to help her, because it's just easier to help her than to be like, oh hey, Oliver Queen's a villain for the 18th time. Let's arrest him and his friends. Come on, really? It's just, why? I feel like it's lazy. I feel like they could have done a better workaround, or at least they could have made it look like Emiko was doing a better job framing them. At the end of the day, the hallucination part really sold the entire episode for me. I loved it. Just them in the building, that was great. The flash forward was just the cherry that we needed to feel just a little something else. Regardless, Arrow does a really great job this season, even with the episodes that are not just the best. Because when the Flash does episodes that are not just the best, you get episodes like last week, and they hurt. But with Arrow, you get episodes like this week, and you know what? They're tolerable, and you're like, okay, that was an alright episode. I dug that. But let me know what you guys thought about the episode in the comment section below, and I will talk to you guys later. Goodbye.